A busy week at home begins for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. 2 matches in the span of just 4 days. Up first, the Portland Timbers 2 side that is knocking on the door of the playoff race in the USL Western Conference. Good evening and welcome to Colorado Springs alongside Roland Vargas. I'm Ryan Kaufman. And Roland, an important stretch and a tough stretch for Switchbacks FC. 2 matches in just 4 days.
Yeah, you talked about it. Very quick turnaround for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Good news for them as they're here at Widener Field.
2 straight home victories for Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They'll look to make it 3 in a row here tonight. As we take a look at the matchup between these 2 teams, the last time they played was back in April. So much has changed for both teams. I don't know that either team is really thinking about April 20th.
No, throw that one out. It was a wild 2-2 draw, but this is a new game here this evening.
Well, case in point, this guy didn't even play last matchup. Dayron Asprilla, he has been a tremendous addition, though, for the Timbers.
MLS quality player for the Portland Timbers, and the Portland Timbers, too. Brings a wealth of experience and a lot of skill and speed into the USL Championship, or T2.
Speaking of speed and skill, no guy has benefited more from the coaching change than Switchbacks forward Austin Dewing. Wolde Harris, interim head coach, has shown a lot of faith in him.
Yeah, certainly has. The local product here, formerly of the Air Force Academy Falcons, Austin Dewing. He's been fantastic in limited time so far this year with the Switchbacks.
Well, when we come back, we will give you the starting 11s, and then we'll get this underway from Widener Field. Switchbacks and Timbers 2 next.
Would you believe
a well-known fertility doctor used his own sperm to father countless children.
I stacked the deck.
You did terrible harm.
My mom was patient of your father's.
Let's find out if I share a special bond with a stranger.
Keep reaching.
How's our father doing? I'm just dying to get to know him.
People want answers. I want answers.
If they take me down, it'll destroy you too.
How many others do you think there are?
Dozens more.
Almost Family, coming this fall to Fox.
Colorado is famous for craft beers, and Fox 21 wants to help you find a new favorite. Presenting the Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. For just $24.99, enjoy a flight of beers from each participating brewery. Just go to fox21news.com, click on Community, click on Deals, and purchase your craft beer passport. The Colorado Springs On-Tap Craft Beer Passport. Buy yours today.
We were amazed and astonished.
Hey, shut up! Got it!
It's a little dangerous.
I feel like my eyes have been opened.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Whoa.
Thank you. Next. Let me help.
That was amazing!
We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
Welcome you back to Widener Field, moments away from kickoff between the Colorado Springs Switchbacks and Portland Timbers 2. We start with our Children's Hospital of Colorado player walkout. There you see the 2 teams. Now let's see how the 2 teams will line up this evening. First of all, for Portland Timbers 2, Cameron Knowles will line them up like this. Aljaz Ivacic will be in goal. Wharton Hanson-Smith and Diz P in front of him. Aguiano, Ojeda, and Calixtro in the midfield. Williamson, Langsdorf, and Sarakowski make up the front line. And for Wolde Harris's switchback side, Abraham Rodriguez, the youngster, will start in goal. Burt, Joan Reeves, and Rodabaye in front of him. Schweitzer, Malcolm Robinson, Bone in the midfield. Hundley and Austin Dewing, who we talked about in the pregame, is up top. As we start with the keys for Portland, Roland.
Yeah, they got to forget about the loss in LA, get back on track, and get their game changers involved. We talked about some of their show players, some of their offensive threats. We'll talk about them more as this first half gets underway.
And for Switchbacks FC, first of 2 matches played here at Widener Field this week. What do they need to do for a win?
Yeah, they've got to take their chances and convert. We'll talk about what Wolde Harris said about that. Get in front early, use this crowd behind them, and involve the former Air Force Academy Falcons, Austin Dewing and Tucker Bone.
A very attacking-oriented lineup here tonight for Wolde Harris. In the 5 matches that he has coached, it's been a 1-goal differential in 4 of them. This team could easily be 4-1 under Wolde Harris, but they haven't found the multiple goals. And tonight, they'll be looking to with a lot of attacking-minded players in the lineup as we get this one underway. And a sloppy start for Switchbacks FC. As now Portland Timbers 2 will throw it in on the far side. So you take a look at your referees for tonight. Matthew Corrigan will be your head referee. Noah Kinyawani and Jacob Meyer will be the assistants. Our 4th official tonight is James Morgan. Ball sent over the top, headed into the box by Portland, and a good job there by Abdul Wadabaye, who headed it away. That will bring up, though, a corner kick here for Portland. They'll take it very quickly here, send it into the box. That one headed towards goal, chested by a Portland player. Now Colorado Springs tries to get it out, but it goes right to another Timbers player who fires. That one blocked out front, and now it's cleared away by Austin Dewing.
Hot start.
Ball rolling out on the far side. Portland will have a throw-in.
I was just going to say, hot start by the visitors, getting Nathan Smith involved early, breaking down that left-hand wing for the Portland Timbers 2, and that man, Cameron Knowles.
Second season as head coach, led this team to the playoffs in his first year. Last year was a former U17 player for New Zealand, has been all throughout this Portland Timbers organization as the ball goes out for a goal kick. Has played for him, been an assistant at the MLS level, and then the reserves, and now on the USL side. As you take a look at the interim head coach of the Switchbacks, Wolde Harris, 2-3 under his tutelage, but as we said, with these 1-goal differentials, it could easily be 4-1. So it feels like this team is close, but they got to finish in the final third, and that's why he has so many attacking players in the lineup tonight. Portland, meanwhile, bringing it in, and a good tackle there on the near side.
It was Foster Langsdorf breaking forward, and Guadabaye tracking back, making a terrific tackle. See Langsdorf turning the corner, and Guadabaye's got a lot of room to make up, reaches around with that right foot, and is able to clear that one off of Langsdorf. And as you said, out for a goal kick for Abe Rodriguez in net for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
What a sensation he was when he first appeared with this club. It was an early season contest against Phoenix, arguably the best team in all of the USL Championship, and he made some incredible saves, allowing the Switchbacks to come back in that match and tie it up. Had a good run, then was replaced by Andre Rawls, and now has the job back in goal as Andre Rawls spends time with Colorado Rapids at the MLS level. Switchbacks with possession here. Jordan Burt, the captain on the near side. His pass was deflected, now taken away by Portland. Taken right back by Saeed Robinson. Now Tucker Bone tries to volley it to Robinson. No can do there, taken away by Portland, and now they'll send it back to goal.
A bit of a different role for Switchbacks captain Jordan Burt this evening, back into that right back spot after playing in the center of midfield against the Real Monarchs in Salt Lake City due to the suspension of Ronnie Argueta. So Switchbacks just changing things up a little bit. Now it's Jordan Schweitzer leading that central midfield spot, going to be assisted by Saeed Robinson and Shane Malcolm as much as he can this evening at Widener Field.
And as the foul goes against Portland, Ronnie Argueta, his 3-match suspension stemming from an incident that occurred in the U.S. Open Cup match against New Mexico United back in May. He received a 3-game ban for contact with an official, and per USL Championship rules, they also impose a similar 3-match ban. Argueta started serving it last week as Saeed Robinson gets on the other end of this one. Tries to play it up, and just overrunning it a little bit was Matt Hundley. And now taken right back by Switchbacks FC. Here's Jordan Schweitzer dribbling through traffic. Gets it up to Robinson. Robinson strikes. Robinson just wide. Great opportunity for Switchbacks FC. Just goes wide. And the crowd shows their appreciation for this near goal for Saeed Robinson.
Yeah, got a little bit of a touch on its way right there. And that will be a corner kick, the first Z-Trip corner kick of the evening for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC that Ish Joam will come across and take after the great work by the young Jamaican right there, Saeed Robinson.
So a Z-Trip corner kick coming up. This is Ish Joam's realm. He takes most of the set pieces for Switchbacks FC. The left footer sends this one in, headed away by Portland. Now out towards midfield where it'll be played easily. And there was a whistle before all of that occurred, and now Portland will have it. Quiet whistle. You can't hear it over the cowbells that were given away to the first 1,000 fans through the gates here at Widener Field tonight. Ball played back. Ivacic to the near side. Portland Timbers 2, a little bit short-handed tonight. Of course, their MLS team is playing in the U.S. Open Cup semifinals tonight against Minnesota United. As you take a look at the Trailhead supporters group, Portland has taking Darren Asprilla, the leading goal scorer for Portland Timbers 2, so we'll see where the goal scoring comes from tonight. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. And it really speaks to the job that Cameron Knowles has done with this club in his 2 seasons, not even 2 full seasons, as head coach, as a direct affiliate of an MLS club. Your goals may be a tad different than that of Switchbacks FC, but credit where credit's due that Cameron Knowles has been able to make this team competitive and keep this team competitive despite the MLS club picking them apart at times for reinforcements. As that one goes out of play, it'll be a Switchbacks throw-in.
It was a nice step forward by the captain, Todd Wharton, just to try to start that attack for the Timbers too. You talked about it, very difficult for all those clubs, the 2 at the end of their name, just to get some cohesiveness and to gel as a squad as this USL Championship has gone on. Cameron Knowles done a good job up in the Rose City, splitting their games between Providence Park and Merlot Field.
Yeah, the last meeting between these 2 teams was at Merlot Field, but we have seen in years past the Switchbacks travel to the MLS stadium up there in Portland.
One of the great places to watch soccer in this country, in Providence Park. Nice ball out to the side, just going to run long and into the accelerated Wealth corner for a Switchbacks throw-in that Ish Joam will trot across to take.
Switchbacks FC trying to make it 3 straight home victories. And we talk about the tenure of Wolde Harris, only 5 matches old, but there's a clear differentiator, right? And that's home and road. 2-1 at home and winless on the road so far. Of course, last time out, the 1-0 loss to Real Monarchs SLC. But they like playing at home, very comfortable here, and trying to take an early lead as Jordan Burt gives it off to Jordan Schweitzer. He'll swing it to the far side of the field. Kept in play, but then it ends up rolling right to a Timbers player, and we'll have a break back the other way for Portland. They'll play it out wide to the far side as more reinforcements come for both sides, and a good job of defending there on the far side by Abdul Ngwabaye, as he has been very active so far in this one, and he forces the ball out, which will result in an accelerated Wealth corner kick for Portland Timbers 2. Heading down to take this one will be Ojeda.
Yeah, center backs coming forward for the Timbers as you get a good look there. Timbers 2, as you get a good look at Abe Rodriguez. First accelerated Wealth corner kick of the evening for T2.
Ojeda taking his time, finding his mark. Now the left footer will send it in. Low line drive, headed away by Switchbacks FC. I believe Chris Reeves was able to get up in the air and head that one away. Now Dewing sends it downfield. Hunley plays it in front of his own bench. Now taken away by Portland. T2 plays it back across midfield, looking to get reorganized here in the 10th minute. This one sent downfield by Aguilano, just out of the reach of its intended target.
USL just concluding their mid-year meetings down in Orlando, Florida. Some news coming out about them that we'll get into later in the broadcast. So we take a good look there at a nice crowd on a Wednesday evening here in Colorado Springs. Beautiful Wednesday in Colorado Springs after some rain passed through Widener Field a few hours ago.
Two teams trade possessions here. A pass to Rodriguez is then punted downfield. This one will be out of play. Throwing coming for Portland Timbers 2. Fan throws that ball back in. And we continue play with Timbers 2 with possession on the far side. Again, they go over the top, trying to hit their man in stride. And once again, good defending by Switchbacks FC to get back. Ishjome defending there. Able to win the ball. Now sends this one downfield, looking for Austin Dewing. Cut off by Portland, and they'll send it downfield again. Both of these teams very aggressive with the long passes here early on in this match. Ishjome getting ready to throw this one in. Does oblige, and then he'll receive the pass back. Now Portland back on possession just like that. They'll play it through into the box. Good defending once again. Chris Reeves is there to cut off that pass, which would have surely led to a one-on-one. On Switchbacks netminder Abe Rodriguez.
Yeah, it's fantastic defending from Chris Reeves. Now the Timbers 2 will come again, winning the ball back high against the Switchbacks FC.
And again they go through, looking for Langsdorff. Foster Langsdorff can't quite get there in time. Rodriguez will throw this one out to the far side for Ishjome. When the Switchbacks work out of the back, they usually look for number 3 and allow him to kind of get the play started. Now Jordan Burt, the captain, over the top, looking for Tucker Bone, and Bone can't get there in time. This will roll harmlessly out for a goal kick.
It was a nice idea to play that ball over first time, looking to get that man, the former Air Force Academy Falcon, on the ball. So we take a look. 1-0 win over Tulsa here at Widener Field, and then again over OKC before a couple losses on the road for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC.
As I said, 4 of the 5 matches under Wolde Harris have been a 1-goal differential for his team or for his opponent. And now Portland Timbers 2 with it, and just keeping it in play on the near side. Pulled back to Ivacic. Out wide to the far side. And now headed forward by T2. And a couple of players get tangled up. Again, it's Abdul Ngwabaye that is right in the middle of the play there, as Rodriguez will take this one for a goal kick.
As the wind here at Widener Field helps you distribute some of your broadcast notes among the Switchbacks faithful.
That wasn't me, that was you.
We got them back.
Rodriguez plays this one out to Nguatabaye, now out wide to Jome. And now Reeves to the near side for Burt. To Bone. Stepping in front and taking away is Nathan Smith. Portland back with possession here. Portland's had a lot of possession, but has not really tested Abraham Rodriguez quite yet. Really, the same can be said other than one shot from Syed Robinson for Switchbacks FC. So a lot of action, a lot of balls going towards the goal, but in the end, the goalkeeper's up to the task so far. As we take a look at the road traveled here by Portland Timbers 2. 4 straight matches without a victory. Some of that can be attributed certainly to Portland Timbers' run through the U.S. Open Cup. Having some of their key players up at the MLS level.
And you could see a bit of a gap in dates there as well for the Timbers too, with their last match being canceled as they were already in El Paso before that match was called off by the USL. Switchbacks working that ball to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm and Syed Robinson in a kind of a diamond above Jordan Schweitzer in the center of midfield. It's Jordan Burt, the Switchbacks captain, takes control of that before dropping it off to Chris Reeves.
Portland very organized defensively, not allowing Switchbacks FC to connect on many passes. And if they are, they're all connecting on their half of the field. Nguatabaye will give this one up to Chris Reeves. He's looking downfield. Instead, he's going to dribble it himself. Up to Bone. Quick pass out to his college teammate, Austin Dewing. Great ball back to Bone, and just getting there in time to clear it away was the captain for Portland Timbers 2, Todd Wharton. So we take a look at this play again. A great sequence there. You have to be patient against this Portland defense. And they nearly sprung Tucker Bone free, if not for a heady play by the veteran Todd Wharton. Now Austin Dewing battling with 2 T2 players, and he'll lose that battle as Portland comes away with it. Pass downfield, headed away by Chris Reeves. Now Jordan Schweitzer comes from his midfield spot to help out defensively.
Yeah, great covering from Jordan Schweitzer, just filling in at right back as Jordan Burt had pushed up the field.
Fans, we want to let you know that Colorado Computer Support is a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Colorado Computer Support are IT professionals.
Tickets go on sale Monday at switchbacksfc.com.
So we continue play in a stalemate here, still early in the first half. Switchbacks FC starting to pick up the pace of their passing, trying to catch a gap in the defense for Portland Timbers 2. Haven't found it quite yet. Syed Robinson over to Chris Reeves. Reeves to Schweitzer. And that sound you hear, it's not Christmas in August, they're cowbells that were distributed to the fans here at Widener Field. Expect some Blue Oyster Cult to be played perhaps at some point this evening. Although some of the fans probably too young to remember that SNL skit, but their parents can tell them. Throw in here taken away by Jordan Burt. Burt laying it up for Dewing, battling near the midfield. Tucker Bone comes to help, and the Switchbacks take it away. trying to feed it to the near side for Syed Robinson. And once again, Wharton, Johnny on the spot, able to intercept that pass. Switchbacks get it right back. Shane Malcolm with it. First time we've called his name here this evening. I'm sure the Switchbacks would love to get him more involved as the game goes on. Ish Jome now dribbling to the corner. Sends it into the box. Headed away by Portland. Yeah, now off the hop, it will be played by Ojeda.
Wonderful run from Tucker Bone from outside to in, waiting that cross, but just cleared in the nick of time by T2 as they work that ball out wide and just over the head and into the Switchbacks bench on the far side of the field.
Throw-in coming here for Switchbacks FC, which will give us a moment to let you know at Colorado Technical University, a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks. Find your future at CTU. Jordan Schweitzer in the middle of the field. Plays it to the near side for Bone. Tucker Bone trying to send it cross field, and the deflection nearly played perfectly to Matt Hunley on the far side, but just out of his reach. It will be a throw-in here for Colorado Springs.
It's a nice idea from Tucker Bone. Good early ball up over the top as well after a nice touch. Just unable to get Hunley on the end of that.
Welcome to the Civina and Samar Mexican delegation from Mexico City. NORAD, U.S. Northcom are happy to host you this week.
Throw in here towards the box for Switchbacks FC. Austin Doing with it and loses it out. Goal kick coming up for Portland Timbers 2. So you take a look at the captain for Portland Timbers 2. Here's what they have on the docket. Couple of home matches. As the weeks get shorter, the turnaround shorter for these games. Just 5 days between the home matches. Obviously, you'd love to have the week, but if you're going to get 2 games in close proximity together, having them at home is certainly not the worst thing, and Portland Timbers 2 will hope to take advantage of their short week with a couple of games, just like the Switchbacks are trying to tonight.
Yeah, they've been on the road for a while now, T2. See just how their schedule is affected by the makeup of the game that was canceled in El Paso. We'll have that going forward in the Western Conference. But as you said, them being at home after a long stretch on the road. And this is a difficult game coming up to altitude to play Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC on a midweek Wednesday night. Syed Robinson brings that ball forward now to the right-hand side. Jordan Burt. Burt's done well pushing forward down the right for the Switchbacks so far this evening.
Syed Robinson trying to get it out wide to Matt Hunley. It won't get there as Portland takes it away again. Now within the middle of the field is Calixtro. Now out wide to Portland. Tucker Bone defending here. Now Wharton plays it off to the near side. Nathan Smith has it. Back to Wharton. Now on the far side of the field with it is Deespay. And now sent into the box, headed away by Chris Reeves. That was a quick decision to send it into the box. A lot of east and west, not a lot of north and south. And then all of a sudden, Deespay sent it into the box. Good awareness there by Chris Reeves. Now Portland off the throw-in, trying to get something set up. And once again, Chris Reeves coming over has had a good, both he and Abdul Nguadabaye have had really good first halves, keeping the pressure off of their young goalkeeper. And now we'll have our third corner kick of the half for Portland Timbers 2. It will be a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick as Ojeda tees it up, sending it into the box. That one headed out. That went off of a Portland player, just the wrong direction. Now T2 sending it to the near side. Ojeda back with it. He has a pseudo corner kick into the box, and a good job. Once again, Abdul Nguadabaye up to the challenge.
Yeah, tremendous clearance by the young Rwandan. As you said, him and Chris Reeves did a fantastic job knowing exactly when to slide out of their center back positions to make some clearances this evening as that ball once again pumped back into the corner toward Ojeda. Jordan Burt clears it off him, then wins that and pushes the Switchbacks forward.
Burt with a lot of space in front of him. See how he utilizes it. Now Bone quickly to Saeed Robinson across the field and out of play. I think Robinson was anticipating Ish Joam to be over there, but unfortunately for him, Joam was not. Fans, you can follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Another corner kick coming up. Portland has earned their fair share here in the first half. Ojeda will take this Accelerated Wealth corner kick, far side of the field. Ojeda, more air under this one, bounces in, and it's redirected into the back of the net. Was it offside, though? It was. Portland Timbers thought they had the lead, but the flag was up the entire time. And now Portland upset as Langsdorff thought he scored the goal, but the referee on the far side all over it. Let's take a look one more time.
Yeah, Timbers 2 arguing they can't be offside from a corner kick, which they can't, but they can be offside if there was a touch. See the argument that the Timbers 2 have. And we're back underway to live action. Zabe Rodriguez just going to play that one out to Nguadabaye as the rain starts to come down here at Widener Field. Just going to quicken up the surface a little bit more. So that ball looks over the top. And offside is Austin Doing.
Take a look at the offside one more time as this one comes in.
Yeah, it was a touch off of Jordan Burt into the path of Langsdorff, who makes no mistake about his finish at the near post. So Portland Timbers 2 might feel hard done by. You called it in the live time. The referee's assistant flag immediately up the entire time on the far side of the field by the Accelerated Wealth corner where that was taken.
This one going out of play on the far side, so perhaps Switchbacks FC a little fortunate. The way that this season has gone, they could sure use a little bit of fortune on their side of the ledger as Portland gets ready to throw this one in. Now played downfield, and this one will be out of play. Throw coming for Switchbacks FC. Shandy Clinic is a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Wharton gets his pass taken away by Saeed Robinson. Something developing here, and a whistle as they'll call a foul in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Switchbacks
halting the play.
Switchbacks coaching staff less than thrilled with that call, going against Saeed Robinson after the referee deemed a foul on T2 captain Todd Wharton. Wharton will restart for the Timbers 2. A little bit of pushing and shoving off the ball. Desperately unlucky there on the Switchbacks as they had a odd man break going forward against T2.
Now it's the Switchbacks' turn to be upset with the officials as Portland takes possession here in the 28th minute. They'll immediately send it over the top. Looking to the near side, unable to keep it in there, was Nathan Smith. Jordan Burt ready to throw this one in. And now a foul called on the near side, as you could see as the throw is being made over the top, that Shane Malcolm was down on the ground and he was helped there by a Timbers player.
Yeah, things just getting a little chippy last couple minutes. Referee waiting for Jordan Burt to restart play. Ticking closer to half an hour played at Widener Field.
Now Joam trying to time his pass. And on the second effort, Syed Robinson able to get there. Now he'll play it to the near side for Shane Malcolm. Malcolm back across the field. Matt Hunley was going towards the far post, and Malcolm cut it a little too sharply, and then it ends up going out for a goal kick. Take a look at what Switchbacks FC has coming up. 4 days from now, the host Rio Grande Valley FC, then a couple of road matches in Northern California, only to return home towards the end of August to take on Phoenix and Austin. And certainly the Switchbacks will be ready for Austin to come into this stadium. The last time they played them, a 5-0 defeat at the hands of Austin, and shortly after that match, Steve Tritchu was relieved of his duties to replaced by Woldy Harris. So that matchup not far from the minds of the Switchbacks, but the whole of their focus right now is on Portland Timbers 2, a team that's knocking on the door in the USL Western Conference playoff race. Just 1 point back of the final playoff spot out there as the ball comes free, and now it's deflected over the goal and out of play as Kalikstro once again denied by the Switchbacks.
Yeah, frantic sequence, great little piece of skill by Nguadabai to scoop that ball up, and it just finds its way to a T2 player. That ball fired over by the way of a deflection, and an accelerated Wealth corner kick for the visitors right now.
Ojeda sends it in right to the middle of the box, and it's headed away by Jordan Burt. Portland back with it, having a little trouble getting it under the control, and it will be played by Switchbacks interim head coach Woldy Harris. More than 30 minutes gone by here in the first half, no score. Switchbacks FC coming into play tonight, 9 points back of a playoff spot. And as we mentioned, Portland just a point out. So important points on the line for both squads. A little consternation in terms of who that foul was actually on. Referee says it will be against Switchbacks FC, and quickly Todd Wharton will play it to the near side. Smith has it, looking to dribble it in, sends it in, and Nguadabai heads that one away. Now Shane Malcolm trying to take possession. That one tipped away from him. Portland will get it back. Portland very quick on the restarts, whether it's a throw-in or a free kick, corner. They want to pick up. They're very methodical, but they don't like a lot of downtime. They want to keep the ball moving in play, try to catch their opponents off guard, and credit to the Switchbacks, they have yet to be really caught off guard yet by this Portland team. Now Jordan Burt with it, has some reinforcements with him. Burt back-heeled to Malcolm. Malcolm to the middle of the field for Jordan Schweitzer. He could strike from distance. Maybe thinking better of that idea right now, gives it off to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm over to Robinson. Good job keeping it on his feet. Robinson still battling with a Timbers defender. Now plays it back to Nguadabai. Out wide one more time to Ish Jome. Good ball movement here from Switchbacks FC. A lot of different guys touching it. As Ish Jome tries to split two defenders. Does. Can he send it into the box? Not much on that one, and Wharton able to come up and play it. It's a good job splitting the defense by Ish Jome, but one of those defenders was able to kill the momentum of that ball. Switchbacks FC back with it. Jordan Burt on it. To a fellow Jordan, Schweitzer. Up to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm out wide to Ish Jome. Now Jordan Schweitzer with it. good idea. Tried to play it to Shane Malcolm, but defender just got his foot on it. Now the Switchbacks take it back. Fans urging the Switchbacks forward here. They can feel the momentum on the home team side. Here's Jordan Burr on the near side. He'll send it in. That one may have been deflected. Shane Malcolm with it just outside the 18. Gives it up to Schweitzer. He can strike. He will. And that one just a little bit high.
Yeah, perfect area there for the young Canadian Jordan Schweitzer. Just takes a touch, settles that ball, just doesn't keep it down. Trying to test that T2 net. Really good sequence of possession and a wonderful strike from Schweitzer. Just a little bit high for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, but better play there by the home side to work that opportunity for Schweitzer.
Quickly back the other way once again is Portland. Ojeda gets the ball taken away by Reeves. Now Malcolm up to Austin Dewing, who gets a little bit of a roar from the crowd. Plenty of Austin Dewing fans, of course, grew up here in Colorado Springs, went to Air Academy High School, then on to the Air Force Academy. He, along with Tucker Bone, college teammates, now pro teammates, living their professional dream together. And they have a lot of supporters here at Widener Field each and every night. Is a good job there by the Switchbacks to clear, but on the second opportunity, Portland able to take the lead. Ojeda finding the back of the net.
No stopping that from Ojeda. Stunning strike off the left foot. That ball ricocheted. It was good defense initially from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, but finding Ojeda in way too much space. He gets his knee above that one and just drives that ball home. It's a good break forward on the right-hand side. This is a nice ball in initially, half dealt with by the Switchbacks FC. Jordan Schweitzer working back, and then that ball just stung home. Nothing the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC could do. Portland Timbers 2 take the lead 1-0.
Yeah, it was a good job by Jordan Schweitzer to get in there and make that play, but the problem was, and I don't know that it's the wrong decision by Abe Rodriguez, but he was going with the ball, that initial ball in too, and when Schweitzer cut it off, he was kind of in no man's land, couldn't get back in time, and Ojeda celebrates his second goal of the season. And Portland Timbers 2 now on top. Switchbacks FC now having to chase another match here at Widener Field. Burt over to Guadabaye, out wide to Jome. Is Jones' pass sent right back to him. It'll be a throw-in for Switchbacks FC. Now a whistle as Jome was getting a little bit too far downfield on the throw-in. I'll try it again and successfully get that one, and it'll need to be tapped out by Portland.
It's a tremendous break forward by T2 to get that goal. It's a nice breakdown, as you said, pulling the Switchbacks from side to side. Started down that right-hand side for T2, and then Ojeda comes all the way from the left to strike that ball home for the 1-0 lead as that ball just goes over Switchbacks captain's head, Jordan Burt. Shout out to Stan Burt, as always, in Elkhart, Indiana, watching his son play, as he does every time the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC are on ESPN+.
Obviously, any team in the USL Championship benefits greatly from taking an early lead. Portland, no different. They are a team that likes to jump on you early and force you to come at them the rest of the way, and that's what Switchbacks FC will have to do. This one played to the near side for Smith. Came hard off of his foot, still able to send it into the box and just missed his teammate, who's coming right down the middle, bearing down on Abe Rodriguez. Thankfully for the home team, it went over the attacker's head. As you take a look at where these two teams stand, 20 points for Switchbacks FC, 9 points out of a playoff spot, 1 point, all that separating Portland Timbers 2. So any kind of road result tonight could put them into a playoff spot. Now Switchbacks FC trying to answer that earlier goal, and that one sent high over the top by Matt Hundley.
It's a good job by Hundley to break free on the far side of the field to get a good look at the young man there. Just unable to keep that cross down. Switchbacks have just lacked that final ball so far this evening. Not for lack of effort, not for lack of rechanging the formation with Saeed Robinson and Shane Malcolm helping out Jordan Schweitzer in the middle of the field for the Switchbacks. Much different look by the home side. Tucker Bone as well, helping out in the center of the field for Wolde Harris's team.
You look at the way that Wolde Harris has built this lineup. 5 guys that are really forwards by trade. Some of them are listed as midfielders on the team sheet, but they are forwards. It just tells you how much in the attacking mindset Wolde Harris wants his team to be. As a foul will be called. Going against Portland, Saeed Robinson, a little bit slow to get up.
Yeah, it was a hard challenge right at the feet of young Jamaican there, Saeed Robinson. Such a dangerous player for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Referee right on top of it. Switchbacks have a good opportunity here. We'll see if they bring their center backs forward. Ish Joam standing menacingly over this one. Might clip this ball over to the far post. See if either Chris Reeves or Abdul Nguadabaye can get a knockdown on this joint chiropractic free kick here at Widener Field.
Matt Hundley coming over to discuss with Ish Joam. You can really go either way here, right-footed or left-footed. It will be the left-footer Joam chipping it in, headed by Switchbacks FC. Still loose in the box, but an offside call was made on the initial ball in. As now Wharton is down inside the 18 as he's clutching at his jaw. They have took a shot here in the box as Joam sent that ball in. In the 41st minute, Ojeda with the goal. The lone goal scored tonight has the visitors leading here as we enter the latter stages of the first half. Switchbacks FC had it for a moment, and now Hundley gets dragged down. That will be an easy call for the referee. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on Switchbacks FC's next match. Go to ESPN.com and click follow for your club. Shane Malcolm with it. Trying to work on his defender. Great defending there by Portland to stop that play, but Saeed Robinson one-ups him. Now here's Jordan Burt. He goes down trying to get the foul call, won't get it. Now Portland trying to work out of their own end, and they'll just clear this one to the other side. Chris Reeves in the middle of the field, gives it up to Burt, and unable to hold it was Shane Malcolm.
Good all-action play from Saeed Robinson a little bit earlier to win that ball back to give the Switchbacks FC an opportunity.
And now Ojeda, the goal-scoring hero. And the ball in, taken away by Nguadabaye, who immediately plays it out to Ish Joam. Switchbacks trying to build things up here late in the first half, trying to get that equalizer before the first 45 minutes expire. Joam to the middle for Schweitzer. Schweitzer up to Dewing. Dewing loses it. Now Portland gets it back. Now over the top they go. Easy play to be made off a couple of hops by Rodriguez. Burt to Reeves. Everyone on the Switchbacks back line touching the ball in sequence there. Joam over the top looking for Tucker Bone, finds him. Bone pinned to the sideline, can't quite get around his defender yet. Now a second Timbers player comes to help, and that forces it out of play. Switchbacks will retain possession though. Joam will throw this one in. Finds Bone right back to Joam. Seen this sequence quite a bit this season. Joam with those pseudo corner kicks, and here he gets dragged down, and that will be a foul at least. Doesn't look like anything more than that. But this is a good spot for Switchbacks FC. As I was just saying before the foul was committed, that many goals this year have been scored from Joam in the corner, setting up somebody in the box. And here we have that sequence potentially playing out on the joint chiropractic free kick. Reeves quickly coming into your screen, sending it in as Joam bounces away from everyone. Burt able to corral it. Over to Robinson. Robinson going far post with it. Headed by Switchbacks FC. Fighting through two defenders was Abdul Ngwadabaye, and just could not head it on goal as we take a look at this play again. Great ball in and a great effort there by Abdul Ngwadabaye to fight through two defenders. Tough to get that one on target though.
That was a wonderful ball into the far post. This Portland are just now going to slow it down from these restarts. You talked about how fast they were going from those earlier. Good win there from the Switchbacks. Nice control from Tucker Bone.
Bone over the top. Good looking ball here to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm one-on-one. Takes the shot, and that one ends up going behind the goal. Maybe just a half a second too late as we take a look at this again. It was good defense by Wharton, and as soon as Shane Malcolm got some space, he fired it, but that would be a very difficult angle to score from, as we're only going to get an additional minute of TikTok Shop stoppage time, and barring something quite remarkable, Portland Timbers 2 will go into the half with this 1-0 lead. Joam playing this one over the top here to Austin Dewing. Dewing in the corner. Good defending by Portland to send that one out. And who was it off of? That's going to be important. It will be off of Dewing, so it'll be a goal kick. Because that was going to make things very interesting if Switchbacks FC had a corner at the end of the half. But instead, it will be a goal kick, and Ivacic is not going to send this one airborne unless he absolutely has to, which he does at the end of the first half. So Ojeda is the goal-scoring hero for Portland Timbers 2, trying to get above the cut line in the USL Western Conference. They lead 1-0 through the first 45 minutes of play. Don't go anywhere when we come back. Highlights, stats, and a special guest as you take a look at the goal from Ojeda. 1-0, Portland Timbers 2.
Would you believe
A well-known fertility doctor used his own sperm to father countless children.
I stacked the deck.
You did terrible harm.
My mom was a patient of your father's.
Let's find out if I share a special bond with a stranger.
Keep reaching.
How's our father doing?
I'm just dying to get to know him.
People want answers. I want answers.
If they take me down, they'll destroy you too.
How many others do you think there are?
Dozens more.
Almost Family. Coming this fall to Fox.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Thank you. Next. Let me help. That was amazing! We make a good team. World's finest.
Batwoman, followed by Supergirl.
This is the Masked Singer.
Fire.
Who is that? Who's behind the mask? Fortune can hit from here. Oh!
McCarthy once more.
Blasted back in, and it's a goal for North Carolina FC.
Big shot and scored.
As Ben Spees lets one fly and drills it.
Where he didn't fit in with Bethlehem and really Philadelphia. Prater lofting, header snap in. New Mexico to run away with it. We here stealing it now.
The ball. Fortune can hit from here. Oh! Nice! And how about North Carolina FC?
Plays it with Cooper, gets the return ball. Now Chavez to have a goal! What a strike from Jaime Chavez! His fourth of the year at Fresno FC.
Loto flipping it in towards the.
Oh, what a save! Tejas in a second save!
Santos was in behind. Oh, that's the one. Toby had a ball and makes it 1-0. Stop it now. His second goal of the year has Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Widener Field, beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. This halftime segment of the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC brought to you by the Shandy Clinic. Shandy Clinic, proud sponsor of everything SoCo CW, speech, physical, occupational therapy, ABA. Shandy Clinic, exceptional place for exceptional children. As we take a look at the USL Championship, Western Conference, Phoenix rising, once again taking top spot. Reno 1868 in hot pursuit. Fresno FC, LA Galaxy, Los Dos rounding out the top 10 as we speak. It's so congested there as you get toward that 10th and final playoff spot in the USL Championship Western Conference. Take a look around the league. St. Louis, Memphis 901 playing out a 0-0. Nashville up 4-0 on Hartford in the 86th minute. Going to go ahead and call that one now for 3 points for Nashville. Sacramento Republic, the Las Vegas Lights just barely getting underway out in Papa Murphy's Park in California's capital city. And coming up all around the league on ESPN Plus, as you can find everything USL Championship, Loudoun United hosting Charlotte Independence, Tacoma and Orange County. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC hosting the Toros of Rio Grande Valley, and St. Louis FC and Charleston Battery late night Saturday night on ESPN Plus. Looking across the league, New York Red Bulls 2. Reese Buckmaster, formerly of the Red Bulls 2, getting that MLS contract with the Red Bulls. Fantastic for him, fantastic for the league. Pittsburgh and Nashville won 3 matches in a row, 6th and 4th respectively. And of course, the match in El Paso postponed after that terrible shooting. Match against the Portland Timbers 2 postponed by the USL on Saturday after that shooting occurred Saturday morning. That El Paso Locomotive game will need to be rescheduled, but obviously much bigger issues to deal with in the beautiful, wonderful city of El Paso right now. USL Championship Team of the Week. Bonomo up top on the right for Sacramento Republic. He's probably in action right now. Out west, Jasso, Okugo, Jenjigin, Due in the back line. Western Conference, Eastern Conference, both equally well represented. USL Championship Team of the Week, Billy Forbes as well from Pittsburgh. And the Player of the Week, Kana Kamana, representing Atlanta United 2. Fantastic organization they have. Obviously the waves they've made in MLS. He earned himself the USL Championship Team of the Week. Now we're going to throw this broadcast out to my partner who's with a very special guest. Take it away, Ryan.
Thank you, Roland. I am joined by Dr. Jeff Donor from Centura Orthopedics. Dr. Donor, appreciate having you on.
Thanks for having us tonight.
Yeah. Well, I know that the cowbells were your brainchild. You are directly responsible for the cowbell giveaway tonight, are you not?
We are, yes. It's fun to have all the fans out there getting pretty rowdy. Game's off to a good start. Hopefully we can turn around in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. And Centura Orthopedics has been a great sponsor and partner with Switchbacks FC for many years now. From Centura Orthopedics perspective, why is it so important to have a partnership with the local professional soccer team in town?
We really like having a presence here with the soccer team. We've been taking care of them from day one, so we really like having their support, taking care of the Pride soccer players from the time they're young kids all the way until they're hopefully one day professional soccer players. So we really enjoy working with the athletes and taking care of them. So we're honored to be a proud sponsor of the Switchbacks.
Well, let's talk about Centura Orthopedics, the only hospital in Colorado Springs to receive an A grade from Leapfrog and a 5-star CMS rating. What does it put that in layman's terms for us? Right. What does that mean for Centura Orthopedics?
Right, yeah, so for Centura Orthopedics and Penrose St. Francis Hospital, it's the only hospital system in all of Southern Colorado to have that 5-star rating and the A grade from Leapfrog. So we really try to take care of the whole patient, physically, mentally, spiritually. That's really what Centura embodies, and that's what we try to do for every patient that we see.
Yeah, absolutely, and certainly appreciate the partnership with the Switchbacks. I wanted to ask you, so I got like a thing in my back. I don't know if maybe you can take a look at it after we're done. Would that be?
There's nothing we can't fix.
Okay, absolutely. Dr. Jeff Donor, thank you so much for the time.
Thanks for having us. Go Switchbacks.
You bet. That's Dr. Jeff Donor of Centura Orthopedics. When we come back to Widener Field, highlights, stats, and then we'll get the second half underway. Switchbacks with some work to do, certainly, down 1-0 to Portland Timbers 2. We'll be back to Widener Field in just a moment.
I'm feeling so cool.
Together.
Together. I'm just cool.
We're all for it.
All for it.
All for acceptance.
Woke up feeling like a new James Dean.
Joining forces. Being an ally.
All for expression. Finding your voice. Finding yourself.
Finding your power. All for Mr. Mom.
Miss Save the World.
Or no labels at all. All for showing out.
Standing out.
Coming out.
All for defying stereotypes.
Defying gender types. Defying whatever you want.
All for we. All for us.
All for together. The CW. Dare to defy together.
This is the Masked Singer. Who is that? Who's behind the mask? Oh, now! Oh my God!
Welcome back to Widener Field. This halftime segment brought to you by the Shandy Clinic Exceptional Therapy for Exceptional Children, a proud sponsor of our local SoCo CW broadcast here in Colorado Springs. We are in Colorado Springs taking a look at the stats from the first half. Of course, Portland Timbers 2 with the 1-0 lead, and you see the statistical information unfurled in front of you, Roland, and corner kicks certainly going the home team's way, but it was just one broken play that led to that one Portland Timbers 2 goal.
Yeah, it certainly was. It was a wonderful cross in from the right-hand side initially, well defended by the Switchbacks right at the beginning, but then that ball finding itself to exactly the wrong man, and 1-0. Go the Portland Timbers 2 as we take a look here at our first half highlights at Widener Field.
This was the first real chance for either side. It was Saeed Robinson pushing it just wide. Abdul Nguadabaye and Chris Reeves, it is worth noting, had a terrific first half. Both of them defending on that play. Really could be a different score if those two guys had not stepped up defensively. And as you see here, the sequence that was started by Ojeda, and he's going to come back into your screen after the deflection and clearance by Jordan Schweitzer, and Ojeda puts it away. His second goal of the season to have Portland Timbers 2 up top. Well, our night of soccer is not done yet. Immediately following this matchup, you'll have a matchup of Sacramento Republic and Las Vegas Lights on our USL Game of the Week. Tune in to ESPN News as Las Vegas and Sacramento lock up in a crucial push for Western Conference playoff positioning. That's tonight. Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN News following the conclusion of our game at 9 o'clock Mountain Time. As for the second half here at Weiner Field, we are getting ready to get underway. Portland Timbers 2 with the lead. Switchbacks FC will certainly be coming out flying. And speaking of flying, Portland Timbers 2 looking for a goal here right off the second half kickoff. That's a gutsy move.
Yeah, it wasn't too far away as well. Abe Rodriguez certainly worried for a second there in net for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Taking a page out of the book of Wayne Rooney there, going for it right early and often right from the beginning of the second half.
I mean, why not? You have the lead. You can afford to take some chances like that. You never know, and if you were to get that goal, then it would be quite the blow to your opponent. So Portland Timbers 2, aggressive to start. Now they have possession on the far side of the field. As you look at the way that this Switchbacks team played the first half, rolling as this one nearly rolled into the back of the net. Ivancic had to beat back in a hurry to stop that one as we take a look at this again.
Yeah, and a bit of a controversy here. Switchback saying it should be a indirect free kick from the place where that ball was touched because the back pass and the goalkeeper had to touch it with his hand. Referee just having a bit of a consultation with his assistant.
And Austin putting the ball right by the goal. He wants to do his best to help out the officiating crew.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it'll be, a free kick right where the goalkeeper touched the ball. So basically what's going to happen here is all the Portland Timbers 2 players are going to line up on the line, and as soon as the referee blows the whistle, they're going to come out like the Bulls of Pamplona trying to charge this one down as the Switchbacks try to get a strike on goal. Ish Jome standing above this one. This is going to be quite the sequence here as soon as the referee gets us back underway as the rain comes pouring down here at Widener Field. But that was a back pass. Goalkeeper touched it as he wasn't supposed to do. Had to do it to prevent a goal in his mind. And that gives the Switchbacks this free kick. And the Timbers 2 players got to be back on that line.
And the Switchbacks here on the joint chiropractic free kick. I don't think I've ever seen this in the history of the Switchbacks. To see them taking this indirect free kick so close to the goal. And they have half their team standing around it.
Yeah,
who wouldn't want the opportunity to take this shot? And Ish Jome and Abdul Ngwadabaye will be the last two over it.
Yeah, and as soon as the referee even makes a motion to blow that whistle, that sea of white jerseys is going to come flying off that line trying to charge this one down. That's their only hope from this kind of a range, is to try to block this one, because obviously they can't be 10 yards behind the ball since the goal is so close.
So now Ish Jome, Abdul Ngwadabaye maybe buying some time. Now here we go. Jome shoots and scores! Ish Jome ties the match up at 1. One of the rarest sights you will ever see. But Ish Jome converts, and just like that, we are tied at 1.
Perfectly done by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Very little room for error. That ball just laid off by Ngwadabaye. Ish Jome picks his spot, goes around the onrushing T2 players. 1-1 Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC and the Timbers 2. Game on here at Widener Field.
Such an auspicious way to go here, and Switchbacks will take it most certainly. Ish Jome, his goal in the 48th minute, his 4th of the season. That is good for second on the team behind Jordan Bird. And here the Switchbacks come again. That shot deflected away. And Switchbacks saying, Syed Robinson specifically, that it was touched by Portland and should be a corner kick. Matthew Corrigan did not agree with that, and it will be a goal kick for Portland.
The Switchbacks FC say happy birthday to Robert Brownsford with a big 5-0.
As you take a look at head coach Wolde Harris, wants his team to capitalize and keep at it. Last thing Wolde Harris wants to see is another 20-minute stretch without a goal. He wants his team to press and try to take this lead and turn the tables on the visitors. As this one is sent downfield, Austin Dewing giving chase. Wharton there once again, but it goes right back to Dewing. Dewing back heel to his teammate Tucker Bone. Bone out wide to Matt Hundley. Hundley into the box off of a Portland player and out. That will be a corner kick for Switchbacks FC. Todd Wharton, good defending there. As we take a look at this play again, great sequence by Switchbacks FC. And Todd Wharton, like he's been all game long, in the right spot at the right time. And now Matt Hundley quickly will take a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. The right-footed kicker sends it in, headed by Switchbacks FC. That one nowhere close to goal, and it'll end up being a goal kick.
Yeah, wonderful play from the Switchbacks last couple of minutes. That goal's given them all kinds of confidence as we welcome you in to Widener Field here in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. Tremendous weather tonight for the Switchbacks game. That ball, Jordan Burt just letting that one sail out and into a vacant Timbers 2 bench on the far side of the field as their players are going through some warm-ups before we inevitably see some changes here at Widener Field. Jordan Schweitzer going to restart the attack now for the Switchbacks. And as soon as I say that, he goes backwards. Dave Rodriguez.
Not the deepest bench for Portland Timbers 2. They'll have 5 guys on it. Of course, Portland Timbers playing as we speak in the U.S. Open Cup semifinals against Minnesota United. So a couple of reinforcements being brought up by the MLS side, including leading T2 goal scorer Darren Asprilla. Of course, he was on loan from Portland Timbers. He split his time between the USL Championship and MLS. But that's your leading goal scorer who is not with you tonight. And if you want to get a full 3 points, Portland Timbers 2 are going to have to at least find one more goal.
Yeah, 7 goals and 7 appearances for Asprilla for the Timbers 2 so far this season, as we get a look at Switchbacks captain, formerly mustachioed Jordan Burt.
This one headed away by Portland, so Burt will just move further downfield. Throws this one long, trying to get Austin Dewing. Finds him. Dewing out wide on Wharton, sends this one in, but that one balloons on him just a bit, and it'll be out for a goal kick. Fans, follow Switchbacks FC and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+. Home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. Battle for it near the touchline with Ish Jome. And a whistle will go against the Switchbacks defender, the goal-scoring hero.
Yeah, Switchbacks asking why advantage wasn't played there. Jordan Schweitzer coming across to ask that question as well.
So Ojeda will step over this ball here. Of course, he scored the lone Portland goal, but he has taken all of the set pieces tonight for Portland Timbers too. Be a joint chiropractic free kick here. Ojeda over the ball. Shirley looking far post as Abe Rodriguez protects the front post. Ojeda along the ground, back to the top of the 18. Shot goes in. Rodriguez with the save. Still in play. Deflected away by Switchbacks FC. Still in play, though. And finally, the ball headed out. Great team defense by Switchbacks FC, and the crowd is absolutely delighted.
Yeah, and what a save that is by the young man there, Abe Rodriguez. Tremendous, quick off his line like a jackrabbit down there to the left. Gets a big hand on that one, and then that ball cleared out as well by the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Last ditch from Saeed Robinson at the end. It's a good idea from the Timbers, too, to take that free kick, just draw it right across the top of the box. It caught the Switchbacks out. but they were bailed out by their goalkeeper, the young man, Abe Rodriguez.
And then great defending by Chris Reeves as well, as he continues to have a very good night for Switchbacks FC. So still 1-1, Portland back in possession. Ball will be played back across midfield. Portland will try a different tact. 55th minute here. Ishjom with the indirect free kick. Just a couple feet away from the goal, was able to get it over and around all of the Portland Timbers players. There was a mad dash towards the ball, and Jom quick on the trigger, able to beat Ivacic and level this game up. And now Switchbacks FC will be looking for something they have not had at all under head coach Wolde Harris, and that is a game where they score more than one goal. Jordan Burt, he'll fire! Ivacic with the save.
There's a nice strike off the left by Jordan Burt, just drifting in inside, taking that touch, giving him a little bit of a space, giving him that shooting angle. Not used to seeing him strike those with the left foot, but he made sweet contact, bit of a daisy cutter, but a good save in the end by Ivacic. Kept up that rebound from going to a Switchbacks player, was able to collect at the second bite.
That daisy cutter or worm burner? Either way. Saved by Ivacic, and now Portland quickly back the other way. Matt Hunley playing a defensive role, sends that out on the near side. Portland, true to form, quick back in here. Little space, now played back. Portland patient around the 18. To the near side now for Hansen. Harold Hansen, who set up the Ojeda goal, trying to get around his defender Matt Hunley, could not, but it will be a corner kick for Portland Timbers 2. So Ojeda trots down to the near corner for a Z-trip corner kick.
Tonight using promo code SFC19 for $10 off your ride.
Abe Rodriguez setting the formation off to his right. Ojeda sends this one in, going far post, headed by Portland. Still in play. Hunley over it, and he will just wisely let it go over the touchline for a goal kick. So nothing doing there on the corner kick for Portland Timbers 2 as we take a look at our Jack Quinn's Irish Pub fan of the game, Annie Kaufman. Really could be up for this award anytime. Day one, big-time supporter of Switchbacks FC, and getting her just recognition this evening as our Jack Quinn's fan of the game.
Yeah, that's fantastic. As you said, she's here every time the Switchbacks play Open Cup, USL Championship, or otherwise. Nice ball.
Here's Zaid Robinson. He'll shoot, and Ivacic just pushes it over the crossbar.
Wonderful ball in from Jordan Schweitzer to that man. Took a nice touch, took him in toward goal. Beautiful from Jordan Schweitzer. Zaid Robinson on the left foot, striking high, and a good save from Ivacic. Getting that one out for the Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick that Hunley will trot across to take now as we get a good look at the young Jamaican Zaid Robinson, who had that golden chance. What a ball through that was from Jordan Schweitzer.
Here's Matt Hunley. A little bit too strong on that corner. Harmlessly rolls out, thrown coming from Portland Timbers 2. Great reaction by Ivacic. He's made a couple of those heads-up plays. And even the one that led to the indirect free kick was still a good reaction and a heady play by Ivacic. He was just put in a terrible position by Todd Wharton. Playing it back to him when he wasn't ready for it, as Dewing tries to backheel it to his college teammate Tucker Bone, and that one cleared away by Portland. You have so many guys, Tucker Bone one of them, Austin Dewing another, Matt Hunley a third, all trying to get a goal on their ledger. These guys are pushing but not pressing, to their credit, as Hundley sends this one across, nobody home. It can be frustrating when your job is to score goals and you have yet to score one. They've had so many chances, all three of those guys. But again, to their credit, they're still playing within the system and still taking smart chances. And you'll get further with that. You'll get closer to that first goal playing within the system that your coach sets forth for you than ripping it from every spot on the field.
Yeah, and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC have created in some different manners, different ways this evening. And that'll be cause for looking up going forward as Syed Robinson dribbles that ball on the right far side of the field.
Now Jordan Burt gets it around to Syed Robinson. Robinson to the near post looking for Hundley, and it was just out of his reach. Kept in play by Ish Jome, though. Jome one-on-one. He's looking for a teammate. Sends it in the box. That one headed. But there was a whistle as the play was happening. Some contact here as Jordan Burt looked like he went right through Todd Wharton. Captain on captain crime there as Burt gets called for the foul. As we take a look at this again, Jome, great job getting space, and Burt trying to get to the ball. He had to go through Wharton, and Wharton takes the worst of it. And now there's also a Portland player down on the near side. As we take a look here, you see this entire sequence. Great hustle here. You thought Portland was going to get to it. Ish Jome beat his man to the ball, and right there is the injury there as Harold Hansen pulled up lame, immediately grabbed his right hamstring and went down to the ground. Of course, this is our obligatory spot to mention altitude and our Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Portland Timbers obviously playing much closer to sea level than 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 feet. So those kind of things will happen. Obviously a warm night here in August. Guys, certainly hydrate, and you hope he is okay. You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks and then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on Switchbacks' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. So, unfortunately for Harold Hansen, he will not be able to continue. So that will bring on the first substitution of the match for Portland Timbers 2, and Caleb Kiner will be the one coming into the match. More on Kiner in just a moment as Portland continues play, and now taken away by Tucker Bone. Threads the needle through to Austin Dewing, and now a whistle as once again Todd Wharton, and now Wharton and Dewing getting tangled up. I mean, you know what Todd Wharton's doing, but you can do that if you're the first man to the ball. So, yes, it's frustrating to Austin Dewing that you have Todd Wharton in your way, but he beat you to the ball, and Wharton's always going to look for contact immediately after that.
Yeah, he certainly is. Just riling up Austin Dewing there. That ball goes straight through. Accelerates a little bit off the surface, just barely kept in by T2, and as soon as they did, the offside flag goes up.
So our Gold's Gym substitution again will see Caleb Kiner come out on to the pitch. As Harold Hansen having to come out of the match with the hamstring injury as Rodriguez plays this one out as the Switchbacks restart. Play to the near side for Matt Hundley. Hundley tried to turn it upfield and was cut off by Kiner. So Kiner making an immediate impact for T2 as he enters the matchup. Switchbacks have yet to make a substitution, and we'll see what Woldy Harris has up his sleeve as this half continues on. Saeed Robinson to Ish Jome. Jome plays it up to Dewing. Dewing trying to get it to Bone, and it's taken away once again by Todd Wharton. Now this one played out wide. Portland trying to push, and Guadabaye able to get there in time. Now Reeves gives it off. Starts to play back the other way for Switchbacks FC, and now a pass. Just a hesitation there by Tucker Bone. Had the ball escape his reach. Switchbacks FC get it back though. Burt plays it back across midfield. And Guadabaye. Near side Jome. Jome up to Dewing. Second effort, able to take control. To Hunley. Hunley one-on-one with Kiner. Gives this one up to Jome. Now to Dewing. Dewing swings this one out. Nobody around on the far side. Easy pass. Finds Shane Malcolm. Malcolm now sends this one into the box, and Wharton once again clearing it out. We have not seen Shane Malcolm touch the ball much. Portland seems to be going after him and circling him on their team sheet.
USL Championship announcing the Academy League. Just about what the USL is going to do going forward for some of these professional teams and semi-professional teams, giving them a road to professional soccer in the USA. All of that announced, of course, at the USL meetings.
And now Saeed Robinson puts it in the back of the net, and the Switchbacks, for the first time under interim head coach Woldy Harris, score multiple goals in a contest. They lead it 2-1.
Yeah, just a tremendous goal right there by Saeed Robinson, bursting through, took that ball at pace, one touch to get through the defense, and then a delightful little dink just to lob that ball over the goalkeeper into the back of the net. Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC take the lead 2-1 against the visiting Portland Timbers 2. That man right there, Bunny's boy, Saeed Robinson.
His first goal of the season, and those cowbells very loud here at Widener Field as we take a look at this again. Saeed Robinson had it and just no one picked it up. And a great give and go between he and Austin Dewing. Ivacic did his best to come out and make the play on it, but Robinson, too talented of a goal scorer. He's going to release it right at the right time. And he does there just before Ivacic gets there. Robinson elated to open his ledger. And the Switchbacks now leading by a score of 2-1. And now Portland is the team chasing this game. But this game much older. And that last 25 minutes or so is going to go very quickly for Portland. Yeah. Our Switchbacks goal, sponsored by Oakwood Homes. Saeed Robinson is first of the season in the 65th minute.
Yeah, what a finish that was from young Saeed Robinson. Delightful from Dewing just to lay that ball off. Robinson took it at pace. And then what a lovely little chip over Ivacic and into the net. No more than the Switchbacks have deserved. They put the Timbers 2 under a lot of pressure in this second half.
Fans, want to let you know that the Shandy Clinic is a proud sponsor of Switchbacks FC. The Shandy Clinic, exceptional therapy for exceptional children. Chris Reeves has it. Gives it off to Guadabaye. Now if you're the Switchbacks, you want to still be aggressive here, and they will, playing it over the top to Matt Hunley. Hunley comes down with it. Has Kiner on him. Tries to step to his right, plays it through to Dewing, who just couldn't quite hang on to it. If he would have been able to collect, he would have had a great shot on Ivacic. And instead, Portland comes back the other way with some pace. Sarakowski gives this one up. Now long distance shot bangs off the crossbar, and this one ends up in the back of the net. Portland Timbers 2 stick with it, and they tie it up.
Yeah, Switchbacks looking for the offside flag. It didn't come as a wonderful strike in off of the crossbar. Nothing that Abe Rodriguez could do. That ball goes to the exact wrong man. 2-2. Portland Timbers 2 get the equalizer.
Foster Langsdorff thought he had a goal in the first half, was denied on the offside call, and here Ojeda bounces that one off the crossbar. Rodriguez tried to recover, had no defensive help, and the ball went right to Langsdorff. Here's going to be the telling angle here as that one clings off the post, and then Langsdorff able to put it in off the shot by Ojeda. So now we're tied back up at 2. One of the more wild matches we have seen at Widener Field this season. And we still have at least 20 minutes to go.
Such a dangerous player, Foster Langsdorff. We talked about him earlier in the broadcast. Can score from anywhere. As that foul goes against the Switchbacks on the far side of the field. Switchbacks FC maybe getting ready to make a change sooner rather than later. So you get a good look at Woldy Harris and his assistant coach, Diego Zaltron. On the far side as that ball is going to go out. Switchbacks FC hustling to take this throw in with Austin doing.
And now Ish Joam will throw this one into Switchbacks FC. And Guadabaye around midfield. To the near side for Joam. Joam plays this one down, looking for Syed Robinson, finds him. And a whistle will stop that play. Offside is the call, which will give us an opportunity to let you know every Monday to check out the USL Championship Power Rankings at uslsoccer.com. Find out who's up, who's down in the USL. Certainly this Portland team trending down in terms of their recent results, but still, if this result holds, would draw them even for the final playoff spot in the USL Western Conference. As this one rolls out of play on the near side. Kiner throws this one in. Fancy footwork there through the Switchbacks defense was Jose Aguilano. And now will be a quick restart for Switchbacks FC. Back and forth we go. Each team alternating goals to start. 1-0 lead at halftime for Portland Timbers 2. Thanks to Christian Ojeda. And then off the indirect free kick, Ish Joam tied the score at 1, and then the Switchbacks were able to take the lead with Syed Robinson. And then moments ago, Foster Langsdorff, his 5th goal of the season, has us back even at 2 goals apiece. Joam will send this one downfield, headed away by Portland. Now Hunley gets on it. Hunley chips it over the top, looking for Syed Robinson. Robinson gets shoved down, no whistle. Back the other way comes Portland. Timbers 2 within the middle of the field. They'll look to counter here as Kalikstro slows things up. Now in the middle of the field with it is Williamson. Plays it out wide. Caleb Kiner. Back to Williamson. Now Tucker Bone defending. It's taken away by Matt Hunley. Tried to get it over the top. And stopping it once again is Williamson. Switchbacks able to take it away. Here's Austin Dewing. Dewing 1-on-3. Plays it out wide to Syed Robinson. A little bit out of his reach, but Robinson will get there anyway. Robinson now looking for a teammate to set up. Plays it back to Tucker Bone. Bone over to Schweitzer. He'll rip it. That one blocked out front. Now Tucker Bone back on it. He'll fire, and Ivacic able to make the save.
Set up perfectly for Tucker Bone. Drives that ball goalwards. Nice save in the end by Ivacic. Once again, doesn't give up the rebound. His handling's gotten better as this game has gone on. But a nice little sequence there from the Switchbacks. It was Jordan Schweitzer with the first opportunity, and then Tucker Bone striking for the second, but well saved in the end by T2.
Timbers have it out wide. Now looking to work their way into the middle of the field. Ojeda out wide. Now gets the pass back. He'll strike again. Of course, his strike on goal earlier led to Langsdorff tying this game up. So Ojeda certainly not afraid to rip from there, and his shot caught a Switchbacks player flush. And now they're slow to get up.
This injury stoppage is brought to you by Penrose St. Francis.
We should have a, well, potentially, the Switchbacks are letting the player get up on his own, and now the referee coming over to check on, as you see Woldy Harris there. And now Chris Reeves is up. And now we'll get to his feet.
Yeah, all the time in the world for Chris Reeves after taking that one to a sensitive area on the block, as we get a good look there at a man who's going to make his return to the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC lineup in just a couple of moments as a substitute, Jamal Jack.
And now Reeves is down again on the field. So he got up and then...
Yeah, really struggling to continue. Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Sorry to cut you off there, Ryan. You get a good look there at Woldy Harris. There's Jamal Jack, the young man they call Jackie around these parts. He's going to get ready to check into this game, I believe. There it is, our Ortho Centura nod to the dock. Yeah, Chris Reeves really struggling. There's the Switchbacks trainer, AP. Seeing what they can do with Reeves is a fantastic performance. We've talked about it time and time again. Reeves and Guadabaye at the center of defense. But of course, they have the perfect substitute if they do need him. Jamal Jack on the bench. It would be terrible to lose that man. Chris Reeves, wonderful performance this evening alongside Guadabaye in the heart of that Switchbacks defense.
You talk about Jamal Jack. These Switchbacks fans have longed to see him play. Injured his shoulder very early on in the season, has missed a lot of time. And if he were to come on here for Chris Reeves, he would get quite the ovation from the Switchbacks faithful, as Chris Reeves still trying to work it out, and you could see him there shaking his head. He's just not going to be able to stay out there. Now the question is, they're going to check on him on the sideline and give him one last once over and see if perhaps he can go before pulling him from the match and bringing in a replacement. Meanwhile, we'll have a fill-on corner kick. Ojeda plays it out. And now sent into the box by Portland, and that one cleared away rather easily by Jordan Schweitzer. Portland fires it right back the other direction. Now Jordan Burt gets bumped off the ball, but the ball ends up going out for a goal kick, and it looks like Chris Reeves is going to stay in the match.
Yeah, it's fantastic news for the Switchbacks. We'll see just how long Reeves can continue. Looks like a nasty one. Looks like he took that ball to the midsection as well. Maybe strained something as he was straining to try to block that shot. Ish Joan bringing the ball forward. Now plays it off to Hunley.
Now Syed Robinson to Ish Joan. Joan over to Reeves, letting him get the ball on his feet so Woldy Harris can see just how fit his center back is. Meanwhile, Switchbacks FC have it out wide. Tucker Bone to Jordan Schweitzer, unable to hang on to it is Shane Malcolm.
It's a good step forward from Schweitzer. Now Tucker Bone winning that ball back. Good high press from the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, putting T2 under some pressure.
Timbers sending this one downfield. There is a substitute lurking for Switchbacks FC, and we will see one here for Switchbacks FC, and it will be the long-awaited return here to Widener Field for Jamal Jack, as he will replace Tucker Bone on the Gold's Gym substitution. And listen to the ovation for Jamal Jack. Such a linchpin on that back line. Was arguably the best pickup that the Switchbacks made last season. Really fortified that back line and made the Switchbacks one of the tougher teams to score against in the USL Championship. And what a blow it was for him to injure his shoulder and miss so much time. But he always stayed positive, always tried to pick the guys up when he could and help the back line really gel in his absence. And now adding back to it, it just makes that back line even better.
Yeah. Tremendous player for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC, Jamal Jack. Wonderful to have him back. You said it perfectly, Ryan.
Once our game is done tonight, be sure to click over to ESPN News for Wednesday Night Soccer, Sacramento Republic, as that one is cleared out of play. Sacramento Republic hosts Las Vegas Lights in a crucial push for Western Conference playoff positioning. That's tonight on Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN News following the conclusion of our game. That one's scheduled 9 o'clock Mountain Time on, once again, ESPN News. Corner kick one here by Switchbacks FC. Ishjome will take it. Big spot here on the accelerated Wealth corner kick. Ishjome with a deep breath. Everyone in position. Jome sending into the box. That one headed away by Portland. It stays in play for Matt Hunley. Hunley now trying to turn the corner, gets upended, and that will be a whistle here and maybe more, as Ryan Sarakowski will get a yellow card issued here for the reckless takeout there of Matt Hunley.
Yeah, no choice for the referee but to issue that yellow card. Gives the Switchbacks a good opportunity. They're able to bring some height into the box, including that substitute that we just saw, Jamal Jack.
So as you see there, Sarakowski coming in very high on Matt Hunley. And we've had some physical play, but this is our first Hanson Hot Springs yellow card that's been issued. And now the Switchbacks will have a free kick here. Hunley, who earned the foul, plus Jome over it. Jome gives it up to Hunley, sends it far post, headed back by Switchbacks FC by Shane Malcolm, but ends up going out.
That ball just over the head of the aforementioned Jamal Jack. T2 once again going to take that ball quickly and take it long, but that'll run all the way through to young Abe Rodriguez.
Rodriguez letting this one roll, and he'll let that one just go out so he can have a goal kick. So approaching the 84th minute, but because of the injury to Chris Reeves, they'd ate up a chunk of time, so I would imagine that we'll have a decent amount of stoppage time here. Switchbacks FC not happy with the draw here. They want to get the 3 points. This one into the box. Very nearly ended up on the foot of Shane Malcolm. Now Ojeda has it for Portland Timbers too. And now taken back away by Switchbacks FC. Here's Shane Malcolm. Todd Wharton fouls him. We think. Wharton. So Malcolm wanted the foul on Wharton, and Wharton wanted the card on Shane Malcolm for embellishment, I suppose. Wanted him to get whistled for and given a yellow for trying to draw things out and get a foul call. Neither get their wish as Jamal Jack has this one back and out. It will be a corner kick, a Phil Long corner kick for Portland Timbers 2. Of course, they would like nothing better than to steal 3 points on the road, coming in winless in their last 4. They've had draws in that run, but it's a small consolation prize as opposed to getting the full 3. So here they go on the corner kick. This one high in the air, kind of knuckling. It was headed first by Switchbacks FC. Now they'll send it at least out of the 18. Headed again by Jamal Jack. Now Ish Jome trying to get on it and could not hold it. So Kiner with a quick throw in for T2. Reversing fields are the visitors. Chipped over the top. Giving it a heck of an effort. Running for all the way across the field, but unable to get there was Foster Langsdorff. And now Switchbacks FC quickly playing off the goal kick. Malcolm up to Dewing. Dewing trying to step around Wharton. And now Portland trying to break back the other way. Ojeda just keeps it in play. Has a couple guys onside and headed towards the 18, but sees them late, and his pass is sent back from whence it came. Now taken away by Switchbacks FC. 3-on-3 break the other way, and a great job of defending. And I could just close my eyes and tell you that was Todd Wharton. He's just had a terrific match here tonight defensively for Portland Timbers 2. As now there will be a stoppage in play, which will bring on another substitution. And it will be even more offensive firepower coming off the bench. It'll be Cesar Romero replacing Austin Dewing on the Gold's Gym substitution. So 2 subs burned by Woldy Harris here. There's still some time left, but it'll be Romero for Dewing in this 2-2 game that we have here at Widener Field. Romero with 1 goal on the season. Of course, that came 5 minutes into his debut, and he's certainly itching to get back into the goal scoring column. Of course, he spent a lot of time on the international level. A highly prized prospect from the Honduran national team system. Spent some time abroad this season. So he has not gotten as many appearances as his teammates, but still Romero itching to find the back of the net.
Yeah, it was in Poland for the Under-20 World Cup with Honduras. This ball going to be taken just in front of our broadcast position by T2. They're in slightly less of a rush than they were earlier in this match at Widener Field.
Back the other way comes Portland. Timbers 2 with it. They'll play it back to the midfield circle for Wharton. Now out wide. Now Portland starting to sit up a bit. Maybe deciding that 1 point is a worthwhile result here at Widener Field. Now they'll play it back to Ivacic. Cesar Romero giving chase, but Ivacic sends this one downfield. Headed away by Switchbacks FC. Now Portland gets on it. Now they'll have some pep in their step. They send that one in. Great defending by Abdul Nguatabaye. That one goes out on the far side.
Yeah, it was a wonderful tackle once again by the young Rwandan, sliding across from that center back position, making that last ditch tackle. T2 putting the Switchbacks under some pressure as we tick ever closer to the 90-minute mark here at Widener Field.
Back across midfield here. Portland gonna send it over the top. Nobody's home. And now we take a look at our moment of the match. critical moment presented by Penrose St. Francis. Ojeda off the crossbar, and Langsdorff, ever the opportunist, able to pounce on it and beat Abe Rodriguez for the game-tying goal. Switchbacks FC hoping that that will not stand and will not be the deciding goal here tonight. Now the question becomes just how much additional time are we going to have at the end of this match? Chris Reeves suffering an injury earlier in this second half, was down for quite a while. Good news for him is that he was able to walk off the field under his own power ultimately. And we're hearing that there is going to be a proportionate amount of extra time in this one. 5 additional minutes. So plenty of time for both teams to perhaps take the full 3 points. This one sent to the near side for Hundley, headed away by Portland. 129 chases another as Sarakowski gets this one off. Kiner sends it out of play. Now will be Ishjome throwing it in. Gets it to Abdul Nguadabaye. This one over the top, looking for Saeed Robinson. Too much on that one. It will be a goal kick for Portland Timbers 2.
Yeah, we'll see just how much of a hurry the visitors are to take this one.
Vacic downfield. Nobody going to be on the other end of this one. And it will go out for a goal kick. Was trending towards the other side of that flagpole, but eventually does go out. So Jome to Nguadabaye, to the middle for Schweitzer. Schweitzer over the top, looking for Shane Malcolm. Can't quite get it to him. Portland with the throw-in. Now Romero chasing down Wharton, who gets it away in time. This one chipped over the top. Is Portland not done yet? Trying to score some goals here as they got it in the box, and good defending there by Switchbacks FC. Not out of the woods yet, though. To the top of the box. Fired once again by Portland. This one high and out. Ryan Sarakowski looking for the go-ahead goal. Did not get it. Now Rodriguez quickly sending it downfield. Switchbacks get on it, but only for a moment. Now Portland with it out wide. Good clean tackle by Chris Reeves. Now Reeves to the middle for Shane Malcolm. Foul will be called. Switchbacks may have wanted an advantage there, but they'll take the yellow card. So the second yellow card issued to Portland in this match. A Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Nathan Smith, the guilty party. Switchbacks will get the restart here. Still a couple minutes for the home team to find that last goal. Saeed Robinson. Around. Now Reeves up to Malcolm. Malcolm back to Robinson. Robinson up the field looking for Jordan Burt. Switchbacks FC still with it. To the captain. Now Nguadabaye. Fans urging them on with their voices and their cowbells. Jordan Schweitzer plays this one down to the corner. Now the cross into the box, and that one nearly was an own goal on Portland. But lucky for them, it just ended up a little bit shy of the near post as we take a look at this one again.
Yes, such a dangerous position to be taking that kind of a touch right there. That ball just kissing off the very bottom of the post, had a ton of spin on it. Jordan Schweitzer restarting the attack for the Switchbacks now with Hundley and off to Jome.
Jome within the corner. He'll send this one in. Headed on the money was that pass from Ish Jome. Schweitzer just could not get that one angled down. As we take a look at this again, good job by Hundley drawing those two defenders and dropping it off to Jome. All alone right there in the middle was Jordan Schweitzer. Just could not finish it off for Switchbacks FC. And now the clock not the home team's friend here. Hundley trying to keep it in play does. Jome to Jordan Schweitzer. Switchbacks will try maybe one last time. Onside is Shane Malcolm. Malcolm sidestep, shoots Ivacic with the save. Saves the match for Portland Timbers 2. And now offside is the call. And look, Ivacic, he's going to get a lot of pats on the back after this one is over, which is right now. Came down to the wire. As we take a look one more time, Shane Malcolm right there wanted to get it on his right foot, did, but Ivacic moved with him. And the goalkeeper for Portland Timbers 2 saves the day and a point for his team. Our man of the match tonight, presented by the Better Business Bureau, is Saeed Robinson. Scored the go-ahead goal for Switchbacks FC. As you take a look here, as he was able to give and go with Austin Dewing and put it into the back of the net. That gave the Switchbacks a 2-1 lead. They could not hold. And Ivacic ends up saving the day for Portland Timbers 2. Again, our final score, 2 apiece. We'll be back to Widener Field with more after this.
Would you believe
A well-known fertility doctor used his own sperm to father countless children.
I stacked the deck.
You did terrible harm.
My mom was a patient of your father's.
Let's find out if I share a special bond with a stranger.
keep preaching?
How's our father doing? I'm just dying to get to know him.
People want answers. I want answers.
If they take me down, it'll destroy you too.
How many others do you think there are?
Dozens more.
Almost Family. Coming this fall to Fox.
Let's face it, the suits are pretty cool.
Thank you. Next.
Let me help.
That was amazing.
We make a good team. World's finest.
Back here at Widener Field, not quite the result that the home side would have liked, but still some happy players, including Saeed Robinson, who opens his ledger for the 2019 season. Made it 2-1 at the time, but another Portland goal late gives us our 2-2 final score. As we take a look at the statistics from this match, pretty even up and down the stat sheet. Corner kicks a little bit skewing towards Portland Timbers 2. So are yellow cards for what that's worth. But at the end of the day, all that matters is that top line, and Switchbacks FC will overall be disappointed that they only get a point. But for the first time under Wolde Harris, they score a pair of goals. And they have another match coming up in just 4 days' time here back at this building. So certainly some momentum created tonight, but Portland Timbers 2 will take a point and move into the USL Western Conference playoff picture. As we take a look at Saeed Robinson again, Just 4 days from now, the Switchbacks will be back in action against Rio Grande Valley FC. That should be a good one with the team that has found their scoring stroke a little bit here tonight, Roland.
Yeah, they certainly have. Huge to get those 2 goals, get that monkey off their back, and go into the next game here, as you said, against RGV in just a couple days. Ready for more and ready to get 3 points.
And that's the next time we will talk to you in just 4 days' time. Thank you for joining us. For our producer, Gary Stebbins, and my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman. Good night from Widener Field. We end in a 2-2 deadlock.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.